Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Or wherever I'm going to put this. Today I have in front of me the Godox V860 Ving series flashes. Now this has been getting a lot of reviews, lots of hype on the internet, and I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon because I needed a TTL capable flash. Now, I'm going to get rid of the negativity straight up. The thing that stops this from being 10 out of 10 for me, no, actually for most people, not for me, 10 out of 10 for me, is the fact that it takes about 30 shots at full power to start heating up, and it will slow down. I haven't tested it out, but it's rated at 30, where it starts slowing down, starts to overheat, and it will kind of turn itself off or slow itself down so that it can cool off before you can start firing it again. But for me, for using it at say half a shot, you'll get 60. Fourth, you'll get 120. An eighth, you'll get, well, mathematics, 240. There you go. So yeah, not an issue for me. So I can just list off the good things about it. So like I said, it's TTL. This is the N model, which I assume is just for Nikon. And if the camera is shaking, it's because I have it on a very shaky table and I have no I have no vibration reduction or OS because I'm using a Sigma 35 1.4, which is a fantastic lens. And yeah, on a D610, so there's no like vibration reduction or optical stabilization that I have access to. I don't have any lenses with it because I shoot primed. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is this flash has this battery. Now the other model, the older model, the V850, was the first to introduce this lithium battery, and this is just a step up above that, or the newer revision I should say, and it's a 2000 milliamp lithium battery rated at 22 watts an hour, which I don't actually know what that means, but all I know is you can get 650, yep, 650 full power shots before this thing runs out of power. And if you're like me and you're paranoid, just buy another one, because I did, and it cost me another $50, $50, and that basically means I have over 1,000 flashes before I run out, and it will recharge before you get to 600 anyway, so you'll be right. Now, some of the jargon slang I'm using is Australian, so if you have no idea what I'm saying, I do apologise. I'll try and keep it very, I don't know, international, I should say. But yeah, the thing is, this basically is an amazing alternative to the Nikon flashes or a Canon flash if you're a Canon shooter. Whereas it's half the price, less than half the price of an SB910 actually, almost a third. I should tell you the price now. Everything you see here, I got for $209, shipped to me from Hong Kong. It arrived in a week, not 4 weeks that it said it would, which is awesome. So that's a nice little surprise there. Really top stuff. I will link them down on the bottom. Really good eBay sellers. So yeah, this is bought from eBay from Hong Kong, and you get a trigger, you get a receiver, and you get the flash unit with battery in this nice looking box. Very nice, I must say. Nice layout. I don't know how boxes go. It's good. So yeah. What else can I say about it? So your light on flash and your modes between multi, TTL and manual. I bought it for TTL, so I mainly use it as that. Zoom, you can set it to either manual, so you could have range between 24 to 105, or automatic. I leave it on automatic for now. I will most likely use it in manual at 24 because of the way I shoot. Now, to change, this doesn't actually do anything if you just press it once. You have to hold it, and you'll see an icon appear down here, which means you can set it to normal, you can set it to master, you can set it to slave, you can set it to S1 and S2. For this purpose, I'm just going to leave it on normal. And like I said, so I don't blind myself, that is the test button / recycling. I should show you this in manual 1:1, full power shot, and it's up again. So I'll count it in 3, 2, 1, 1/1000. So I counted, probably counted too slow, but around the 1 second mark, 1.25 second mark, and you're good to go again. That at 1:1. If I was to set it at 116, bam, 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 bam. I mean, what the? Seriously, like, that itself, I would have bought over the Nikon anyway, or like any other flash. It's ridiculous. Now, I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to set this up. This is the trigger that comes with it. It's the FT16S, I believe, and just their normal receiver. Now, the way you do this is, there's a flap here, you open it up. Now you got a PC sync and what looks like a mini HDMI. That's weird. I don't know what you use that for. Anyway, this is great. I'm gonna ditch my Yongnuos, which I've had for a while, the YN560 3rd generation with built-in transceivers, and just buy these with Godox 860s, and I will be a happy guy, and I will show you why. Look at this. So all you have to do, pop that in. That's your receiver. Rather than going down here, it just goes on the side. So not that much more. It doesn't add anything. No stability issues. Yeah. So power here should say group, in my opinion. Anyway, you have between A to F, 0 to 9. So you have all those options for groups. You have your channels down here. I've set it to 1 to correspond with the trigger. Now, the trigger takes 2 AA's. It has a simple on and off switch. Has a set, buzz, and lamp option. Buttons. I don't use any of them because I don't need to. You can if you want. Buzz, I think, is for the noise that it creates for just normal operations. Lamp is, it supposedly turns this on, but like the lights or the AF light, I don't really use it, so I never use it. Set doesn't actually do anything. Don't bother with that one. Now the main things about this is test. You can test all your flashes to see if it's working properly, and this plus and minus button. Now those buttons control your power output on any of the flashes that are attached to this trigger system. Yep, you can be 5-10 meters away from your flashes and you won't have to go near it to change the power output. So you can stay in your position where you've composed it perfectly. You're just waiting to change it a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Don't fret. All you have to do is set it to your right group. So in this case it's A. Set it to your channel, which is 1. Like I said, it's exactly the same. You have your A to F, 0 to 9, 1 to 4, and what I'll do is I'll turn it on. Have it set to the same, turn it on, manual. Now, hopefully this works. But if you just saw that, I just went and changed it. I'm only clicking this. So going down, one half, and then all the way to 128. Now this says off, but it doesn't actually turn off the flash. I don't mind, because if I have a flash on, it'll be on. If I want it to be turned off, I'll probably just turn it off, walk to it and turn it off. I don't mind, but the fact that you can change it like this and still... Now, if you think it's just gonna do that and it doesn't actually do anything, you will see that that was really weak. Getting brighter. And 1 to 1, going to turn away so I don't get blinded, is fairly bright. So it works. Now I'll turn it off, turn both of them off, and the only thing you have, it's a simple click out, and don't worry about these because they're spring loaded. So I mean, do take care of your equipment, place them in the spot in your bag that doesn't get hit or anything, as you would anyway, and just close that. So yeah, that's the trigger system that I think is just absolutely amazing. And if you were to buy these separate, that's oh jeez, it's going to be rocky. Every time I touch this table it's going to rock, so I apologize. That's $30–40 worth, as opposed to a Pocket Wizard. So there you go. I mean, what the heck. If you're on a budget like me and you're only just starting to get into photography, I highly recommend this flash because of how much the features it offers, and the features that, yeah, well, the features it offers over other flashes is just insane. And I'm sure that it will last. Just go from the build quality, it is solid, as most Godoxes are. I had an old Godox full manual flash that was great. I just neglected photography for a bit and left batteries in there, and yeah, ruined it. That was my fault. So there you go. Hopefully this helped you try and choose flashes. I mean, there is a Yongnuo equivalent, the 568EX, I think, or something like that. And you've got things like Mets and all those other brands, but in my opinion, the fact that this has a 1 second recycling time, 1.25 second recycling, whatever it is, and the 650 shots battery is a no-brainer. And the fact that it's only $200 and you get all this, I'm going to get a separate... Actually, you know what? I'm probably just going to buy the exact same thing and just have a backup trigger, and that will cost me another $209, and I'm good to go. I mean, that's still less than half. That's less than half the price of just the unit of the SB910. It's cheaper than just the unit of the SB700 buying it from Grey Market, which goes for around $300, and this is $200. So why not? Now, if you have any more questions, please feel free to comment, subscribe if you want, but yeah, I just thought I would help out some others who are on a budget, like me, and was after a flash. So definitely have a look. The Godox V860 Ving series. I'll give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Yeah! Okay. See yous. Thank you.